Hi there, I'm Tim. Hello, most of you know me, but there is people that won't know me, so I'm Tim. Nice to meet you all. The reason that I've done this video is to make a little bit of awareness of a condition called non-epileptic attack disorder. It's part of N.E.A.D, which is functional neurological disorder. And non-epileptic attack disorder has the initials N.E.A.D, N.E.A.D. It also can be called PNES as well, or non-epileptic seizure disorder in certain problems. I got diagnosed with it back in 2018. It was May that I actually got diagnosed, but it was beginning of the year where I started sort of suffering with them. And yeah, it does cause me a lot of sort of heartache. I'm getting seizures pretty much every single day. And yeah, once in a while it does cause me little problems. You know, I lose my eyesight for a few hours. There is a funny story about that one, but I'll save that one for another video with my eyesight and the sausages. And yeah, sometimes I'm usually confused, dazed. It makes me really tired, but sleep just doesn't happen, unfortunately. And on rare occasions I lose my mind and I go back to 2001, which on occasions, and also my right leg doesn't work. Well, it works, but I can't put pressure on it, so I'm relying on my trusty yellow crutches. Oh yes. So what happened on Tuesday last week, I nipped out to the dentist. Don't talk to me about that one. And also had a meeting with my therapist on the phone. And I had a little errand to run for my wife that needed to take into her place of work. And then it all went pear-shaped. I got on the bus to get back from Long Eaton, but ended up in Derby bus station, confused, not knowing it was Derby bus station. Somebody told me it was Derby bus station, it was the end of the line. And I went, don't recognise it, I need to get back to Belper. So I got diverted to the bottom end to get one of the Sixers buses. So I got on the Sixers bus and got off in sort of King Street, Belper, and went home. Went home thinking it was 2001, but home wasn't home. The shop, Shortland Stores, wasn't there. The door to my flat wouldn't open, it was a different colour. It wasn't red or blue. It was like a turquoisey colour. And my key wouldn't fit in. The only Mortis key I had on my key ring that I know is my radar key for disabled toilets. So I couldn't get in, left me dazed, confused. I didn't know what was happening. I knew by then it wasn't sort of when it was. I didn't know where I was or anything else. I went back down into sort of the main shopping street in Belper, which is only just round the corner. Got myself a drink. And confused, and I just didn't know what to do, so I sat there. I've got to admit there was a few tears, but you know, it would have been nice if I'd have bumped into someone that I knew. They could have probably helped me a little bit more. It was only when I went to get on the bus to go back to Derby, because I thought if I go back into the city I might be able to find more and this, that and the other, where I should be or anything else. But I was greeted, I was sort of locked on the bus by the driver, and next thing I know, there was a police officer on there with me, asking if I was Timothy. Yes. Can you repeat your surname? Yes. Do you know your date of birth? I did. What year is it? 2001, February. Where do you live? Belper, High Street. You know, and questions like that. They went, no. He says, oh, let me have a chat with you. We've had a report from your wife to say that you're missing, and we believe you are the person, and real enough names to me. You know, do you know somebody called Sharon? No, I don't. Do you know this address? No, I don't. The only person I know in Borrowash is my sister, and she lives at this address. I'll not repeat it for obvious reasons. And you know, this, that and the other. I confused. I started crying on the bus. And he made a few phone calls to see what to do with me. He says, don't worry, you're not in any trouble. And I didn't think I was, because I didn't know I'd done any trouble. And again, I didn't really know where I was or anything else. So I quite easily could have done and not known about it. So they got 2 more officers to pick me up who took me home. One of them had actually picked me up before, after one of these episodes, about a year ago. And yeah, they introduced me to a woman called Sharon, who was apparently my wife. I had to take everybody's word for it until a couple of days after. And also the dog I didn't recognise. You know, so when I got in, I just went upstairs to bed, had something to eat. Well, Sharon bought me something to eat, my wife, because I didn't know whether I'd eaten or not. Sorry about the phone there. And the following day, rang the doctors. They said ring 999. So we rang 111, got the hospital appointment, went into A&E. They did a few tests, which was difficult because my wife couldn't come in there. Sharon couldn't come in, although I couldn't answer certain questions. What's your address? I don't know. I couldn't tell them, which was quite annoying. They scanned, CT scanned, everything else. Everything's normal, which with non-epileptic attack disorder, everything is normal. Because it's all the way your body deals with stress. And the way my body deals with stress in certain ways is episodes like this. I will link the other episodes that I've had, that I've videoed on responses in the comments as well. The first one, the big one that happened, that was very scary, but this does scare me stupid, because every time it happens now it seems to be that little bit longer before I get my mind back, and I'm worried that one of these days I'm not going to get my mind back and I'm never going to know who I am or what I am or anything else. I couldn't even use my phone. I've actually purchased about a year ago, about a year and a half ago actually, a phone, an old Nokia 7110, which is what I had back in 2001. So I have a phone to use. Sadly the battery doesn't last very long, and when I tried to pick it up it was just battery low. So yeah, I'll put that one in place. So it's a scary one, and it took until sort of well, it was sort of late Thursday I started a little tiny bit, but Friday morning a little bit more, last night a little bit sort of more. There's still bits I'm not 100% with, and still people I don't know, but I will get there, anything else. But I'm scared that it's getting to the stage now where it's getting further and further, and I feel I'm going to have one of these attacks once and I'm never going to come back. I'm not going to be me again. I'm not going to be that, and that scares me. Not so much for me. I can't leave my wife and my dog on their own. I couldn't do it. That would break my heart, but then I wouldn't know that I'd done it, and it would be a very difficult bit. I've sort of left clues around that would tell me this. That's why I do sort of the YouTube videos, so something for me to go back to in the future. So I just wanted to do a little bit of what sort of happened, and it's scary being in a world at any time and not knowing who you are. To be in a world at this current moment, you don't know. I mean, luckily I've always got my medical alert information around me. Due to my severe anxiety and whatever you, I'm exempt from wearing a face covering. I do have that one on the back. I do have another lanyard with a little tag on that people can type in, and that brings up my details, sends a text message to Shaz to let her know that somebody's accessed me, which will be peace of mind because she knows I've always got my medical alert bracelets around me as well, and information always on medication, on what to do. And also in my little tag it does say, if you go on there, that if I do believe it's 2001, then call me sister, not my wife, because I'll know my sister. I won't have a clue who Shaz was. So I just wanted to do this little bit to help you all, give me some more information, because it's very underestimated. I know of one person that watches my videos on the scratch card side that does suffer from it. I don't want to mention a name because I would have asked her first if I could mention a name. But and it's difficult because the help and the treatment isn't seem to be there, and it seems to be the same sort of pretty much worldwide, so it's not just the UK. But the treatment I've had over the last 3 years is because it's the way he deals with stress. I've done talking therapies. I've started doing psychological well-being and CBT. The department I was dealing with, that one, is a year or so ago deemed that they couldn't offer me the help I needed. I needed more intense, more deeper, more longer sessions. But a year down the line on the waiting list, I've now got talking therapies, which doesn't help me at all, and the therapist doesn't really know or understand the condition apart from what she's read with a quick 5-minute Google search, which I wouldn't recommend that for any medical condition. So I just wanted to do this, and I'd like to thank everybody that's done the well wishes. I've got some amazing friends out there, so many amazing friends. I've had messages from everybody and anybody. I've had messages through Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, VK, and of concern and worry, and it worries me because I don't want this to be one time to be the end of the road for me. I'm 51. Yeah, I've had a good life, but I want to be here at least 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 more years if I'm allowed. But hey, I just wanted to let you know on that one, I want to start doing a bit of a fundraiser to raise awareness for this non-epileptic attack disorder, and also looking into if I can get the help that I need privately. I was given the details of a great therapist over a year ago, but sadly it's £160 an hour, and I haven't got that sort of money. And if I had, I wouldn't be allowed to spend it on something like that one, because as I'm claiming universal credit, that would be deemed as a luxury, although it would help me get back to work and a normal life. And yeah, so there is things going to be happening soon on that one, but hey, I shall keep you updated and keep you on awareness, because there is an awareness day for FND in April, so look out for that one. I'm going to be doing a lot around that one as well, because it's something that's close to my heart, that one. And homelessness was always a big part of my life due to what happened in 2002. There is reasons why I believe I go back to 2001, but I'll save that for another video. And because 2002, technically I was homeless for a few weeks. But hey, things are what things are. And yes, so I've rabbited on a little bit too long. I'm not sure how long I've been speaking. I think it's been 12 minutes. But if you have listened to the end, thank you. I deeply do admire you. If you haven't, I understand. But thank you, thank you. And if you do sort of suffer from anything like this, then please get in contact with me down below. I'll leave my email in the description and some other details as well. So please get in touch with me. I'd love to speak with more people. If we can work together and get the help. I'm on a few groups for FND and N.E.A.D. And yeah, but it is difficult. I just want to get this word out there, and I want to thank everyone for your kind remarks, support, and I love you all. And if there was any way I could give something back to you, I severely would. Let's fingers crossed on that lottery tonight. And so I'm going to say ta-ra now, and I will see you all very soon with more videos on the channel. Not so much under the Close to 7 Life banner, which I'm going to be doing a few more on there, but you are going to get them under the scratch cards, the music, and various other things. But I'd like to thank you all for listening to this tonight, and I do love you all from the bottom of my heart, which is more in my belly, I think. But there we go. I'm going to say bye-bye, and I'll speak to you all soon, and I will get myself back 100%, and I will see you all very, very soon. Bye. Bye.